mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap and publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. In top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. In top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birth most of the chains in the game? Why would I?
Come alive in the dark.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we'll have the final 2 games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
This could be the turning point.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And his first pass is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry for Najee Harris. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Pickett. And that one off the mark. A little weak throw. That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was caught in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. is out of bounds inside the 35. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. And that is something that we just saw there that you obviously have to be prepared for when you try to defend Lamar Jackson. That likely will not be the last time that we see him take off.
I love your language there, partner. You have to be prepared for it, and you work at it. But I don't care how much you prepare, it is hard as heck to execute against Lamar Jackson. Great vision, great speed, tenacity, runs through tackles, makes people miss. It's always a long game when you're trying to corral Lamar Jackson.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. A strong running gets him to the 9-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tackle will be an extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the draw, it's Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Pickett. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Pickett. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Pickett back to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. After one, a 14-3 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air on first down with Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Pickett lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And now look at him go. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That's good to running right up the middle. If the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now Jackson on first down. That's complete, left side to Bateman.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Pickett.
Wisely will throw that one away.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 63 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Pickett lost it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Back to throw, Pickett. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. This is caught, and in for the Steelers touchdown. Jalen Warren from 10 yards out, and the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Play action. It's Jackson. Out to his left. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now a first down carry for Harris. 70 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Pickett sets up play action. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Calvin Austin as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Jackson on first down.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taking it about the one. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And they've got to be sick over that opening kickoff. They get the ball, hoping to go down and score, and just like that, they cough it up, the other team scores.
So much for the best laid plans. The offense spent all their time in the locker room.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a two-point try. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again for Stevenson, running right. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hey, report!
On 2nd and 9, Jackson being chased out left. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Report!
They go play action with Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anymore because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for two. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 97 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
First down, and they go back to Harris. To the 43, second down. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. It looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jackson now. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 68 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 29, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Change it.
Second and 5 now. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Hey, Alpha, shot! Hey, shot! Hey, Ozzy, shot!
They go play action now. Jackson flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
They'll run with Dobbins. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Buying time to his left. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. Well, when you bootleg out, you run the risk of going right into a big, powerful, athletic defensive end, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the key word you just used was athletic, because not only did he hold his ground well, he was able to dance with him out in the open field, stayed on him the whole way, and brought him to the ground.
And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of 1st down. They'll get 11, still needing on 4th down. I'll tell you what, he's been able to hold on some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. That's to his running back, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Harris running straight ahead. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Pickett going to keep it himself. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kenny Pickett with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Pickett back to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jackson. That is caught. Bateman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Jackson connecting with Andrews.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Throwing, Jackson.
Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Here's Jackson.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
How about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Jackson.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, this is something I may never understand. I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it and runs out of bounds. Instead of an incomplete pass and no loss of yardage, it's a 3-yard loss.
No, we changed it.
Jackson to throw.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
One last shot for Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And partner,
Petty don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. No boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. Say, what you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey, not that